Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Boston Celtics beat the New York Knicks 127-102 in a blowout win in Game 5, with the Celtics winning their second game of the series. Now, both wins for the Boston Celtics are blowouts. And Boston, at this point, has now had a double-digit lead in every game of this series and are still down 3-2. And have been up by 20 points in all of the games in this series besides the last game. Last game they led by as much as 14 points and blew the lead, but they've led by 20 points in all the games besides the last game. But look, it's not surprising to me at all that this Boston Celtics win tonight. Going out there, we're trying to win this game tonight for Jason Tatum, and then not only that, but also not wanting to lose in front of your home crowd after winning a championship last year. I said before the game in my preview that if you're the Boston Celtics and you didn't think about Jason Tatum, when I say you don't think about Jason Tatum, I meant like you don't think about what he's dealing with. You don't think about, what next year might be without Jason Tatum, or what next year might be for a lot of these guys without Jason Tatum. If you just think like, we've got to get this game for Jason Tatum. No more. Jason Tatum doesn't get anything else. After the game, you can feel for your brother and worry about him, but don't worry about him. Worry about the game. And say to yourself, say to yourself as a team, let's go get this game for him. But then not only that, let's not embarrass ourselves in front of our home crowd after winning a championship last year. It is something that if Boston did that, they would win this game tonight, and they dominated tonight. I didn't think that was something that would happen. I thought if Boston would win this game tonight, it would be a close game. And honestly, they did something for the first time in this series that they haven't done all series, which I think is a big factor in this game, is outscoring the Knicks in the fourth quarter for the first time all series. It's something they haven't done all series. Outscored them 36-26 in the fourth quarter. They win 127-102. Let's go over some stats. Jaylen Brown went 9 for 17 with 26 points, a career high in playoff assists for Jaylen Brown, 12 assists. He had 8 rebounds as well. Was 2 rebounds away from the triple-double. That's unfortunate. Derrick White was killer, though. Those were a lot of those assists went. Derrick White had 34 points, 7 for 13 from 3. You need performances like this for Derrick White. Derrick White needs to step it up. I think he's been great in this series. He was great in the Orlando series, but you need him to be better than that, just like he was tonight, in order if you want to win. Drew Holiday was great tonight, too. 14 points, 7 rebounds. I think Peyton Pritchard was great tonight, too. 17 points. Luke Cornett was killer. Didn't miss a shot. Went 5 for 5. Had 10 points, 9 rebounds. The biggest stat of the night for the Celtics team, I would say, is Luke Cornett getting 7 blocks. He's a guy that needs more minutes. Honestly, might need him to get more minutes than Porzingis right now, because Porzingis is not much of a factor out there. He did get a block and a rebound out there tonight in 12 minutes, but shot 0 for 3, 0 for 2 from 3, even though he started in this game tonight. Joe Mazzulla said that Porzingis felt like he couldn't breathe. At this point, I said that the Celtics need Porzingis to play at his best level, like the level we saw last year in the finals. If you don't get that, you're in trouble. If Luke Cornett's going to play like this, you might as well just play Luke Cornett more than Porzingis. He's not much of a help right there with the way he played tonight. I'll go back on that. He did score 1 point tonight with a free throw make, but missed the second free throw. So, it's just not a good night for Porzingis. It's not been a great series. Hasn't really been a great playoffs at all. I hope for him to get back to his best self, because if Porzingis can get back to his best basketball, and you can see what we saw tonight from Derrick White and Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown and Luke Cornett, the Celtics have a legitimate chance of coming back from 3-2, 3-1 in this series. But that's a big what if. And with that being said, that's why I don't think this Celtics team comes back from 3-1 is not having Porzingis at his full self. But this Celtics team is still so talented without Jason Tatum. You can't take them as an easy opponent. And if New York does take them as an easy opponent, they will lose this series. New York, I think this game has to be a wake-up call for this Knicks team. You have to look at this game and think to yourself, all right, well, we know now that, you should have known this before. This team, they are not to be played with even without Jason Tatum. They can still play great basketball without Jason Tatum. This year in the regular season, went 8-2 without Tatum. Now in the postseason, they are 2-0 in the 2-0 without Jason Tatum. So now it's a 10-2 record this year without Jason Tatum. They are not as good without Jason Tatum. To me, they are a team that doesn't have a shot to win a championship without Jason Tatum. I thought with Jason Tatum, they are a team that had a shot to win a championship. I don't think they are a team that has that shot anymore, but if they play at their best level of basketball, even without Tatum, they have a shot in this series. Do I think they win this series? Probably not. I see the Knicks ending this series in 6 games, but they are a threat that you cannot look down on. All right, let's go to the Knicks stats real quick. Mikal Bridges had an off night, 9 points. Jalen Brunson had an off night, 22 points, 6 assists, 7 for 17. He's been so great in the fourth quarter in these games, but tonight not so much. Fouled out in the fourth quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns dealt with some foul trouble in the first half. He only played 29 minutes, had 19 points, 8 rebounds. OG Anunoby struggled, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 1 for 12 from the floor after his amazing game 1. You had too many guys in this game tonight for this Knicks team that played so well in game 4 and played so terrible tonight. I look at Brunson, I look at Cat, I look at OG, and I look at Bridges when I say that. Josh Hart, yeah, he's not on that list. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 for 15, 5 for 9 from 3. He's really the only Knicks starter that felt like showed up tonight. Brunson was good. He was in foul trouble. Same thing with Cat. OG and Bridges shot terrible, 5 for 26 combined. I thought Miles McBride did a really good job off the bench. 11 points, 3 assists, 3 for 6 from 3. They even got 8 points and 13 rebounds from Mitch Robinson off the bench. I thought he was really good. So those two guys were really good off the bench. But this Knicks team needs more if they want to get a Game 6 win. And if you do not win Game 6, I think you're in trouble. Because Game 7 in Boston is going to be hard to win. That crowd will be livid, and this Celtics team will be motivated. Let me know your thoughts on this Celtics 127-102 win in the comment section, and peace out.